I need a 30 for 30 to show that I'm different like Jordan and Pippen, you bitch. I need a 30 for 30 like Jalen and Webber. Nobody gon' fuck with my clique. I need a 30 for 30.
All right, man, we're going to end this motherfucker as we always do, showing love and shouting out. Joe, who you shouting out, dog?
Oh, man, I got 2 shout-outs. One is going to be CP3. I just saw on Twitter that he went and visited, let me make sure I have the school right, Winston-Salem State, right? And apparently in his speech, he says that he actually enrolled in there. So he's actually going to be taking a class there. We all know during the bubble, he wore the different HBCU gears. So this just shows me that, it wasn't a stunt or something, so to speak. He's continuing with supporting the HBCUs. So I want to give CP3 a shout out. The second shout out is going to be for, I want to make sure I had this right, for the New York Jets, the Jacksonville Jaguars.
You gonna stop him,
Daniel Jones of the New York Giants, the Dallas Cowboys, they all have one thing in common. They're all tanking for Trevor. I know everybody saw Daniel Jones get tackled by air. He don't want to play for the Giants either.
Did you see, and you would love this, did you see where they goddamn chopped that shit up from, they chopped up footage from Life and put it with Daniel Jones running? When the motherfucker was acting like he was trying to run away from
the gun line?
Yeah.
See, no, I hadn't seen that, but I saw the Randy Orton doing his move on Daniel Jones. So yeah, shout out to all them. Cowboys defense. They say they want Trevor. Clearly. So shout out to them boys, man. I hope one of y'all succeed.
Tell you who you shouting out, man.
I ain't get a whole lot of time to just go through some stuff, but I'm gonna shout out Monta Ellis.
Real shit.
Shooting over 60,000 to the Jackson State Sonic Boom of the South. He had a connection with the band director there, but both went to Lanier at the time.
Okay.
And he just giving back, man. And I always wondered what Monte being. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, to me, he can still get a bucket in this league, but
6 man.
I mean, he was for his time. He was a problem. No, we ain't gonna say all that. And y'all don't need everybody, but shout out to him though for just giving back to the community, man. I mean, especially Jackson State, drumming up a lot of national media with the Prime signing and everything, and then Monte coming back and putting money on the Boom, and then I mean, even with what's going on with YouTube is putting out some HBCU homecoming stuff that's been advertised, and they're showing a lot of love to HBCUs, and maybe this is just something good that will draw more kids to HBCUs. I know we didn't go, we probably would have, but we went for our particular reasons to where we went, but HBCUs are getting a lot of love right now, and Monte is just showing more love. So, and like you said, you mentioned Chris Paul, Joe. So, I much love to Monte for getting back to this city, man. I think is the greatest player in Jackson of all the time. The times.
That's another segment. That's another fucking segment.
All the times.
Hey boy, these hot takes tonight. My God. So many hot takes. Damn. Well, I gotta shout out two of my former colleagues. Got shout out K.O. Martin and Tracy Bills. These are two of my former colleagues. Tracy Bills, I had the luxury of coaching with this brother on the track team at Belmont Jackson High School. He was the head coach. And I was over the distance guys. My brother Tim G. Jacob, former track star, kind of helped me out with getting the old boy ready to roll. And then once Coach Bills left, I took over as head coach. And Coach Martin, coach with the football team at Velma Jackson High School. Just got to shout out those guys, man, because I'm partnering with them to help get people to the polls. We got this election coming up, presidential election coming up next Tuesday. And Coach Bills had a great idea about, trying to transport people to the polls. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people come up with all kind of shit for not voting. So what you have to do is on some activist shit. You have to eliminate any excuse and give people as much help as possible to help people go, exercise the franchise. And what Coach Bill came up with is transporting these people to the poll. He has a rental SUV line. So shout out to him for that. He's a teacher and a coach, but he's also an entrepreneur. Shout out to Coach Martin because he's a Q Dog and the Omegas here in Madison County, Mississippi, and have been very active during this election cycle and registering folks to vote. I mean, KO been everywhere. I participated in a march. After in the immediate aftermath of George Floyd's lynching. And KO was right out there registering folks to vote. And Coach Bill was right out there. I think him and his son provided the music for that event. So these guys have been active, man. And so I just want to shout out those brothers because we have these type of individuals in all localities. Maybe their name may not go down in the history book or anything like that, but whenever you see a Dr. King, a Malcolm X, or a Ralph Abernathy, or Marcus Garvey, any type of motherfucker like that, it's people who are right there with those folks. It's people who are their names won't end up in these books, but these folks were active in terms of trying to get justice. And these men are coaches. These men are leaders of young men, and they are stellar examples to our community. So I just wanted to shout them out, and I'm glad that my company can be partnering with them. I'm glad that Statement Tees can be partnering with them in this effort to get people out to the polls. It's the least you can fucking do to go out and vote. With all the shit that's been going down in this fucking country, it's the least you can do. If you ain't gonna fight, and we ain't gonna burn this motherfucker down, if we ain't gonna go to war behind our freedom, if we ain't gonna boycott shit, which we ain't boycotting shit. Motherfuckers try to get a boycott of Gucci, and motherfuckers were like, I gotta have my Gucci. If we ain't gonna boycott shit, the least you can fucking do is go vote. Take your ass to fucking vote on November 3rd.
Yep.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
Do that. All these motherfuckers out here saying, I ain't my ancestors, I beat your ass. You fucking capping. Go, your ancestors were about this shit. Go pay some respect to them and take your ass to fucking vote. You understand? We appreciate y'all for fucking with us. As always, make sure you follow me on all social media platforms. Follow my brothers on all social media platforms. Make sure you go ahead and put it on on Instagram and on Facebook. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Excuse me. Make sure you go ahead and fuck with Statement Tees. Again, only God knows. You can't disagree with that. You can't fucking disagree with that. You understand? You goddamn cop that. And stream First Letter We Kings right now. Once you goddamn get done watching this, go stream First Letter We Kings right now. And we appreciate y'all as always. One.
Go.
Subscribe to our daddy's YouTube channel. He's the best. Hit the like button, turn on the notifications.